Economists are calling it the first big test. Earnings season is happening now, and it is coming. Some are calling it the Fisker Fizzle that's now turned into a fight in court. About 160 employees laid off Friday from the Anaheim, California carmaker have filed a class action lawsuit saying that the company didn't give them enough warning. Cars.com says it's a symptom of slow demand and mismanagement.
I suspect it might be the end for Fisker.
Don't let investing's terrible twosome. Greed and jealousy push you into investing based on emotion. It's especially tempting, though, if you look around and see a bull market rally that you have yet to get in on. The Environmental Law Foundation is taking the nation's largest baby food makers to court. According to the suit, Dole Foods, Del Monte, and Gerber, among others, are selling products that should have consumer warning labels about lead, as dictated by California law. The companies targeted in the suit maintain that the lead in their products is naturally occurring and does not pose unacceptable risks. The bench trial got underway yesterday. A 10-year study just concluded by Morningstar found mutual funds generated higher returns than typical investors. You know, all the same, I hear from farmers that they are anxious to get planted for corn this year. What's 1 week if it's a wet week in the heartland? Well, it's time for us to call it quits for today. Be sure to meet us back here tomorrow. We'll uncover why identity thieves are targeting children in a growing tax scam. From all of us at First Business News, thank you for watching. In Chicago, Tulsa, and at 11 other airports, American Airlines ground workers and mechanics protested layoffs and pension cuts that'll be at the heart of the airline's bankruptcy hearings next week.
With the bankruptcy filing, who knows what the judge is going to grant them? I mean, the pension, yeah, I'm worried about it. I'm worried about losing it. But on the other hand, I'm concerned about losing my job. I don't know how many layoffs there's going to be.
So far, the airline has told employees brace for 13,000 layoffs. Mostly mechanics and baggage handlers. At American, an aircraft mechanic's base pay is $68,500 a year. It used to be $84,000. Now, mechanics say the airline wants to send more work overseas, where labor is cheaper.
We feel that it's unfair that we've lived up to what they've asked of us, and now they're saying it's not enough. You haven't done a good enough job. We want to take the work overseas.
In Chicago, a representative from American declined to be interviewed. Instead, the airline released this video statement online.
These are challenging times for everyone at American Airlines, and we know that change is difficult. It's important to remember that every employee group, labor, independent, support staff, and management is affected, every single one.
As far as passengers go, American has sent emails assuring that its rewards programs will be unaffected. When the monks of West Vleteren Abbey in Belgium needed a new roof, they decided to sell, for the first time ever outside Belgium, the beer they brew at the Abbey. The devout showed up until they ran out. Fans of a Belgian beer highly rated by connoisseurs, but hard to get beyond the cloistered confines of St. Sixtus Abbey.
I don't think they sell outside of Belgium at all.
My fiancé is a huge beer lover.
The monks who brew West Vleteren 12 make just enough to sustain the Abbey. It's tightly controlled, sold 1 day a month in limited amounts, 2 hours from Brussels at the end of a long road in Flemish pig country.
What they do is they sell any remaining to the outside world, to the secular world, to help fund whatever they need at the Abbey.
The Abbey is in need of roof repairs and other renovations.
It's a great cause. I mean, everybody needs a roof over their head.
So the monks chose to quench the thirst of the faithful by selling their Trappist ale at $84.99 a six-pack.
Oh, well, hey, I hope they get a really nice roof and maybe even a bigger place.
Only a few shops in America receive this blessing. Despite one per person, seriously, this shop in Chicago ran out by 2 p.m., leaving roughly 3,000 other beers available at the store. So who's the lucky recipient of all 6 of these?
It's probably going to be me. Wife might have one, but the rest will be all me.
They say this is going to be a one-time deal.
I would agree with that. West Vleteren's kind of very well known as being very, very, very private.
However reclusive the monks of West Vleteren, their beer showed up on eBay, going for up to $350 a six-pack only a few hours after stores sold out. They may want to rethink that one-time only thing.
Well, John, it's the worst checkpoint incident since the rules of engagement changed. The Central Command confirming 7 Iraqi women and children were gunned down at a checkpoint near Karbala after the van they were in fails to stop. And a journalist embedded with the troops there from the Washington Post says the number of casualties could go higher.